Just went out scavenging, found some termites, and I've heard that ants like termites. So I found some very far away from any development. I figured they'd be free from pesticides, and they looked healthy. My understanding was termites, they're thin-skinned, so they absorb pesticides relatively quickly and are very sensitive to them. So it looked like a little above ground colony that I found. They looked very healthy. So I gathered a few of them, and if this is one of my newer queens, it's doing incredibly well. You can see all her eggs back there. Just in my limited experience, I find that when all the eggs are stuck together like this, it seems like it's a healthier colony versus some where you find the eggs somewhat scattered about. I haven't had the same level of success with those colonies. So, and then you can kind of see, I think I put 2 termites in there, which you can see, one on the left side, one on the right side of the eggs. And then on the right side of the eggs, you can see a rather large larvae now. Previous video I posted, I indicated that this was one of my first colonies that I collect. Well, this is from one of my first colonies I collected where the queen died. It was a honeypot species. And the queen died, had 4 nanitics left, and had several eggs that were still there. So the ants continued to care for the young eggs and larvae. I even think one larvae went to a pupate and then enclosed. But as this monsoon season kicked off, I started collecting quite a few queens. I had to get rid of those 4 ants that were. I think it was three ants. I had to get rid of those guys. I went ahead and put this queen in, Talus from Tar Heel Ants, and surprisingly, this queen cared for the existing eggs that were already in there. So, and then started laying her own. So you can see, I believe there's 2 larvae in there, and those 2 are from a previous colony that she's caring for. And based on what I've read, there are species of ants that will go and actually get what they call slave ants, where they'll attack other colonies and collect their pupate larvae and their eggs and raise them. So it's kind of fascinating. Those will be the first to enclose, so it'll be kind of neat to see that. This is all very new to me, but anyway, just wanted to share this. They're enjoying a couple termites, and I may switch over to my big colony, which I fed them 4 termites, and it looks like they've pulled them all into the nest. So I'll be right back. Here's my larger colony, and as you can see, the termites have been pulled in. I think I've given them 4 so far. I believe they've pulled them all in. I owe these guys some crickets. I've been feeding them fruit flies more than anything else lately. This was a colony that I tried to move over to the new nucleus to, and it didn't take. I think I was a little too overzealous. The queen, they moved the queen over, and she moved a couple times back and forth, but they were struggling with the repletes. And one replete died while they were attempting. I didn't want to attempt. I knew I would kill it without a doubt, because they seem to be very delicate. But they tried moving one over. It ended up dying. And I came out here one morning, and all the ants had moved back over to this nest. So I detached the nucleus too, and I'm going to kind of let them be right now, and I'll try again when they get a little bit larger. You could see some eggs stuck to the replete there. Focus here. So I'm just glad I didn't completely kill this colony by being slightly overzealous and moving them over to a new nest. But yeah, there's a couple termites there in the back. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I certainly appreciate all of your comments. The fact that anybody actually watches me was a mystery to me, but I do appreciate it. And again, I want to thank Mac over at Tar Heel Ants. He's given me some just awesome formicariums that my ants have all taken to very well. So if you guys are getting into ant keeping, definitely look at Tar Heel Ants, at all kinds of different options. And Mac is very knowledgeable, and listen to his advice. He'll definitely point you in the right direction. Have a wonderful weekend, guys.